guys, welcome back to SourceFed Nerd. You're watching Anime Club, the show where we watch the first few episodes of an anime series and give you our first impressions. I'm Raina Scully.
Anime is kind of like regular television shows, except different.
So we're continuing our Halloween-themed month by watching horror animes, and this week we watched Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul, how you say that?
Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay, cool.
Really close. You did a good job. I personally thought it was gonna be way scarier. It's just gory.
It's just gory.
Yeah, it's not scary.
It was kind of, at some points, it was kind of leaning on tentacle hentai for me.
Why?
Remember that part where we thought that the dude's ghoulness was coming out of his no-nos?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, but that was actually, in fact,
That's an episode 2.
Maybe it was a tail. We're still
Right.
not quite sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it did kind of look like his penis was the ghoul part about him.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be his, tail.
It was
right?
tail. You know,
because it came out of
it
here.
seems that every ghoul person has their little ghoul parts.
They
come
have,
out
a
of-
thing that comes out.
Yeah, is it out of a specific part for each person, or is it anywhere?
Well, the first girl, who was the overeater... Rize-san, it came out of her back, and then since her organs got transplanted into Kaneki, he also had it coming out of the back.
Because he's like a freaking, would you say a spider? What kind of animal does that? Nightmare animals. That's what it is.
Nightmare creatures.
Nightmare creatures that do
that.
Have limbs come out of their back.
Yeah, let's bring it back to how this all started.
It all started off where Ken Kaneki said, oh, this girl's pretty. I'm gonna take her on a date.
To a bookstore.
Even though she's way out of my league.
Yeah.
And it turns out that she is, in fact, a ghoul. See, little boys and girls, I want to explain something to you. If you are dating someone who is clearly way too good for you, they probably are actually planning to murder you because you seem weak and you might like it.
The cool thing that I actually just learned that Rize, it's spelled Rise, like R-I-Z-E.
It is also spelled Hyde, another person's name.
Hide.
Yeah.
Hide, yeah. That's his best friend's name. Kind of sad and tragic. Actually, we don't really know what happens. We've only seen up to
Tell a
episode
story
2.
of what happens, where you were going.
So Rize is voice acted by Kana Hanazawa.
Hanazawa, she's in every anime
She
club
is in
we watch,
everything.
because she's our sponsor. Everybody go give money to our sponsor, Kana Hanazawa.
Lies, that was all fake. Those were all lies.
We're gonna keep watching shows with Kana Hanazawa in it.
So, Rize is an overeater
Because
ghoul.
they say most ghouls only need to eat a person
Only
once
one
a month.
person.
Oh, you only need to do cannibalism once a month. That's it.
Was it once a month or was it? Yeah, and it'll
Yeah.
last, if they eat one whole human being, it'll last them 1 to 2 months or something like that. But this one just, I don't know, likes
She does it for fun.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there are not more
Yummy.
of them.
I don't know. Oh, maybe there are.
I mean, I don't understand how you get away with murder once a month. You gotta have some real cool ghoul powers. Oh, they don't leave fingerprints because their freaking limbs come out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. And also, they're super strong, because you know how when Kaneki, after his organs got changed and whatnot, he tries to stab himself and the knife breaks?
Was that to see if he was a ghoul, or was that him trying to hurt himself?
No, I think it was to see if he was a ghoul or not. And he already knew.
Would he have been happy if he found out that he wasn't a ghoul and he also had been stabbed? He's like, dang it, I wish I was a ghoul because I just stabbed myself.
Right, well, he's super lost at that point.
But it turned out that he broke his knife and he is, in fact, a ghoul and can't taste human food anymore. Well, he can't. Well,
he can taste it. It just
bad.
disgusts him now.
That's so sad. He'd be like, that hamburger with an egg on it that I like so much, it'd be like, ugh.
Ugh. Bleh. Yeah, it'd be worse than ugh.
He cried.
He cried a lot. The first episode revolved around his struggle, trying to realize that he is no longer a human being anymore.
This show is actually a huge metaphor for sexually transmitted diseases. You'll go out with this girl that you don't know much about. She takes things a little farther than you wanted to. Then all of a sudden you can't taste food anymore. It's okay.
So the main character is Kaneki. What happens is he learns that Rize or whatever it is, Rize is a ghoul, and then she attacks him, but then some kind of accident happens where all the construction stuff
After killing tons of
falls.
people, it's crazy that she wouldn't think, maybe I shouldn't take this dude into this construction zone because I'm a huge thing.
Hyper dangerous.
Yeah, and then she murdered herself, essentially, kind of, sort of. Well,
Wait,
she threw him against stuff that no human would be able to survive, and she ended up eventually leading to her own death.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm just delusional and crazy, but I thought someone was up there and maybe caused it, or was it really her?
It was.
it the...
I thought it was her.
Oh, maybe it
or
was.
maybe we'll see. Maybe it's like one of those shows where like, well, you remember way back when in 20 whatever, back in episode 1.
Yeah.
Remember this thing that happened? It was actually
all
me the whole
planned.
time. It was my plan. I'm deep voice anime character who's been working behind
that
the scenes for
character.
years. I've been watching you. That's anime right
Yeah,
there.
that is. So yeah, what happens is the construction stuff falls and it kills both of them, and
Well, it almost kills him.
almost kills him, but he has to get his organs replaced, and you see in
You
his like
overhear,
haze,
yeah.
he's like in a haze, and he's obviously on drugs, not like drugs. He's going under surgery, and you
And
hear things
you overhear
like
the doctor say.
yeah, you ever hear the doctor say something like, "Oh, but his next of kin isn't here to authorize that,"
Yeah.
but they're like, "No, just do it anyway because he's gonna die anyway." So they put the ghoul's organs into him. So
And
now
but
he's
notice the doctor said if he said I'll take responsibility for it if there's anything wrong.
oh yeah, he did say that.
Because it's that deep voice anime character guy the whole time. He's like, I'm the doctor and I put the organs in you because I wanted to see what happened if
Yeah.
someone was half ghoul.
Do you think it's the same doctor as the doctor that came in after he woke up? Because he seemed like a normal dude, and he was like, "Oh, there's nothing abnormal about you." Except he's like, "Oh, you're not eating. That kind of sucks." But there's really nothing abnormal about you.
That's kind of one of the worst things that happen.
Yeah.
If someone isn't eating, that's pretty bad.
It's bad. Yeah.
You might want to keep them in the hospital a little more, hook up an IV, maybe I'm just kidding, I'm not a doctor.
In episode 1, I really enjoyed watching him struggle with finding out that he's no longer a human.
Yeah, it was pretty realistic.
Yeah, the food concept made it very, very real to
Mm-hmm.
me. The fact that everything disgusts him, and then he's watching a TV show about like a special on ghouls, or like there's a specialist that's
Mm-hmm. Just happened to
talking
be
about
on
ghouls.
TV.
Yeah, and he explains that ghouls don't eat human food because it disgusts them because
Yes.
their sense of taste is different. And he's like, "Oh my god, I think that's what's happening to me." And then he like rips open all the food that Hide, his friend, got for him, and then he's like. He remembers Hide saying like, "This is your favorite. I hope you enjoy it. You got to get your energy up."
Yep.
And it's so sad.
Yeah, and he does that kind of cry that isn't all like kind of Hanazawa crying. Is that kind of crying that's like,
Heart wrenching.
he does the
Messed
cry
up?
the silent cry where it's
Oh,
just
that one.
tears.
Yeah. He also does the retching cry.
He does that too. But when
Yeah.
when he found out about his hamburger, no more hamburgers.
No
he-
more hamburgers.
He cried. The way we're describing this kind of makes it sound like a different show.
Yeah, it does.
No more hamburgers.
No burgers. Worst ever.
Okay.
Well, the problem is I was really... not that I think this show is overhyped. I just wanted to be more frightened by it. It's not scary whatsoever. It's just gory.
It's just gory.
Yeah,
It's-
and there's a lot of action and that's fun and stuff, but nothing is
I gotta say,
scaring me.
this might be the most over-exaggerated action in anime I've seen so far.
Oh, yeah?
Because
What?
usually,
We watch One Piece.
So no, but like the reason why like Luffy and everyone gets survived getting thrown into walls is because they're like pretty much super people, except
Right, that's true.
except for Sanji for some reason. But in this one, he's just a regular dude, and I'm pretty sure he got slammed into so much stuff before he even became a ghoul.
That's
and he's
true.
just like, remember where she like ripped his arm out?
She like ate this part of him off,
and then
he's like,
stabbed something in here.
and he's like, I still gotta
He's
run away.
like, I gotta
though."
get out of here. If you bit anything off of me, I'd be like, oh, this is a
Oh,
no-go.
I am dead, gone by.
This is a no-go for me. That's how it be.
In the first episode, we do get to see a few more ghouls. Apparently, they have their own society.
They have their own ghoul society.
Yeah, and it's weird. Ghouls are supposed to take care of each other.
Yeah.
Is what they mention. But there does seem to be kind of like a territory struggle between some of them.
And
stuff.
Rize had a huge territory.
Yeah, because she ate a lot. And she's apparently really scary and strong, so...
Yep.
Yeah,
And she lives on, by the way. We haven't really mentioned the fact that she kind of lives on inside of him.
Yeah, she does, because her organs are inside of him now, so now it's not like she really
That's
disappeared as a character.
another theme in anime that I've noticed is demons living inside of you.
Yeah.
In Naruto, he's blatantly has a demon living inside of him. I learned in One Piece recently, if you eat a fruit, then you basically have a demon inside of you. They explain.
Well, they call them demon fruits, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. In Inuyasha, he's half demon, and
He's
then
half
every
demon. That's the
every
other
month,
thing. Another
yeah.
thing in anime is they're always half human, half
Yes,
demon.
yes.
What were we watching? Blue Exorcist? He's half Satan.
Yeah, that's true. Tropes, anime tropes.
I want to be half something evil.
Yeah, me too. I want to like overcome it.
If I had to have a woman, if I have to have a woman living inside of me, I wish it was you. because he has a woman living inside of him.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
yeah.
has
I should have grabbed this.
If I had to have
sooner.
someone's organ put inside of my body, I wish it was you.
Great. So from what we've seen so far, Toka is my favorite character, obviously,
Oh, yeah.
because you know, she's the one that works in the cafe, and half her hair is covered, half her face is covered by her hair.
She's also the girl in Another.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what's weird? Another was like a better horror anime than this. This is seriously just action. But I really like Toka because she talks kind of like a dude, and you know I
Does
like
she?
that.
Oh, I forget that there's different types of way you can speak in
Yes,
Japanese.
yes, there
including
is,
You.
yeah.
Dude talk.
Yeah,
Cool
I like that.
talk. Business talk. Here in America, you know how we talk? American.
What's that? A flag?
It's a flag.
I understood that. Cool. I like that we're like this.
Yeah, we are. I'm glad you could see that.
Yeah. I like Toka because she seemed really, well, she doesn't seem insignificant. You can tell that she's going to be of some significance because they do zone in on her.
And she does not fall into the two stereotypes that I don't usually like about anime women.
Which
They're
are?
boob woman or useless woman.
Yeah.
Like, oh, come save
Oh no,
me.
help me! I'm such a Hime Ojo-sama.
Person who's part demon that saved me.
Yeah.
And she's like, no.
Yeah, I like her. She's a badass. She's
She
just
put
like,
'em-
what? You're such a pussy. Just eat the flesh, you dumbass.
Oh my goodness. She
was
didn't
not
say
that
any
harsh.
of
She
that.
was not that harsh.
That's if you were cool.
Yeah, that's if they were like, hey, could you voice act this character? I'm like, fuck yeah. Yeah, that.
Like, Raina, you're not reading the lines.
I just cursed the whole time.
Yeah.
So I really like Toka. I like that her boss, you know, the guy that runs the cafe place, which looks like Hamatora.
The whole anime looks like Hamatora.
Hamatora. You got it right,
It's
you're
the
right.
same sets.
It
There's a
is.
bar, and there's a guy that sits behind
It's like
the
a
bar,
coffee bar,
and
yeah.
then there's a coffee shop.
Yeah.
That they hang out at.
Yeah.
It's the same sets, but whatever. It's cool.
It is really similar, and the colors are similar. Like Hide's yellowness.
It's super bright. It's
yeah.
super bright. The saturation is up real high.
Saturation.
That's American talk.
It is. Flag.
Don't put your flag up here. This is American soil. Who hit it?
Mine's
Who hit it first? I hope it was me.
Mine's a Japanese flag.
All right, we can share some land.
Cool.
Our flags
Weird.
kissed. Cool.
From what you've seen, what is your favorite part?
My favorite part is any part that the freaking woman that lives inside of him comes out and
Oh.
she molests him. She straight up molests
She
him.
does.
She's like,
she comes up behind him and goes,
Because that's the way that every man wants to be held from my
Yeah, from
perspective.
behind
From
and then,
behind. And she like has her hand down here and her hand right here. Which would be really comfortable. But she's like, ooh, don't
guess.
you want to eat that meat, boy?
don't you want to eat that human flesh?
Even though we're kind of related now that a part of my organ is inside of you, but ooh, don't you want to eat that
doesn't
meat?
mean one's
don't
related.
you want to eat that human flesh?
That's not what
I
this
read it in a
is.
magazine once. They said they were brothers now because he gave him a kidney. All right, so
That's not a
don't you want to eat
thing.
that meat, boy? All right,
Okay, so that's your favorite part?
that's anytime
Any part where she appears?
And once again, I've been starting to think that anime characters are hot because I've been getting sadder and sadder in my life and more lonely. And that chick is a smoke show. She was in real life, I'd let her freaking turn me into a ghoul. I'd ghoul her back.
So I personally really enjoyed it. I want to continue watching it. Also, there's a lot of hype behind it. And when I went to Japan earlier in September, there was so much Tokyo Ghoul display
Did you go to
stuff
Tokyo?
going on. Yeah.
Where people are like, I'm a ghoul, so I'm gonna murder people.
No, they weren't, but I wish
That's
they were.
legal. Okay.
But yeah, it was really hyped up in Japan, and I think that's for a good reason. And the manga is doing phenomenally, so I think I'm going to continue watching it. Do you think you're going to continue?
I would
watching
totally
it?
finish watching it
yeah,
after
'cause your girlfriend's in
after
it.
I finish watching One Piece and after
never
I
gonna
finish
happen.
watching Nagi no Asuka. Just
No.
kidding. I won't watch
Yeah,
it
you're not
again
gonna
unless
watch
I'm really bored. And Kill la Kill and all those other shows. But yes, I would watch this.
Yeah, awesome. Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Yeah, it was cool. It
Yeah,
was cool.
but it wasn't scary.
And that chick is a smoke show.
Yeah, apparently. I think I know the kind of women you like now.
Hot.
Okay. So, in continuing with our Halloweeny theme, next week we're gonna watch Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, never heard of it.
Really?
except
You
from your
haven't?
mouth.
Oh, just now?
Yeah, or when
Oh,
you
okay.
said it earlier, I think
Yeah.
you did.
Well, I'm really excited about it. That has a lot of hype behind it too. It's a little bit older. It's really exciting. I think there are 2 seasons. We're gonna be watching season 1.
Good. You always want to start in the beginning, unless the beginning is boring, and we'll find out why.
So Dead Man Wonderland isn't available on Crunchyroll. However, if you want to watch a whole bunch of amazing anime, head on over to crunchyroll.com/sfnerd to get your free premium membership trial. Take a video of yourself giving us your review of Dead Man Wonderland and upload it onto YouTube with the hashtag SFN Wonderland. And come back again next week like our friends.
First off, the opening, wow. Oh my god, I love it so much. Episode 1, Kaneki becomes half ghoul. This is the episode that hooks you. You get to witness Kaneki's transition from human to ghoul and him coming to the realization that he has to eat people. And during that, Kaneki realizes that both humans and ghouls just want to live and that there's loss on both sides. Overall, I would definitely recommend Tokyo Ghoul. It is a badass show. Probably not for the more squeamish crowd, but yeah.
This week we're watching Tokyo Ghoul. Ghoul, whatever. I had to Google what a ghoul was today, so yeah, that's how ignorant I am. Once again, I didn't really consider this anime very scary, but it was a lot grosser than Hellgirl. By miles. Thank God I watched the censored version. Even though the story is pretty interesting, the anime is just not for me. I don't like to cringe while watching stuff. I don't like to be scared of whatever is going to happen next.
You know, if I was a ghoul and I had to eat one person,
You want to eat this fat part?
just this part right here, it seems like it tastes real good.
So